welcome to another of my two good hands. We are here, we are working on some canvas. We've got these on the back of our Cutwater. It's the 2015 Cutwater. And you can see through them. It's nice. And when you're inside the boat during the day, it offers you some shade. You can see out. But these are like two-way, one-way windows, so to speak. Whatever side's brightest you can see to, the side that's darker you can't. So when it's dark outside, everybody can see in, but you can't see out. So we are going to make some solid ones in our new color that we picked for the boat, which is Cadet Gray. One thing we are going to do, we'll turn you down here, is we are going to make it just this 1/4-inch reveal bigger. So we're going to have to get another marker here to mark this a little bit bigger. But we're going to do that, and we're going to show you how to make new canvas window covers here. We're using these clips to hold it in place. And what we're going to do is, you can see this is a little bit bigger. So we're just going to come in here like this. So let's get you real close. So our next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this as a marker. And we're just going to come like this. Go on the side, and I'll get these. I'll go there. Oh, we're down. Same thing here. This way. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll mark the other one and we'll get ready to cut them out. We've got ourselves a hot knife. Again, links to Amazon to help you shop. It does help support the channel. Make sure you got a piece of steel underneath your canvas when you're doing this, or a piece of glass, or so you don't burn your table. Might wonder why we're cutting this edge that was factory, but that's because they didn't cut it with a hot knife. And the hot knife seals us really nice on the edge. Here we go. Now you can see we're just going to go around and cut it all loose like that. So we'll bring you back when it's all cut. But here you go. At this point, you can see we've cut the fabric out. You can see how these fit. You can see how we got pretty much the same around. One thing we did do is we marked, when we took these off the boat, top and top. And of course, then we put the marks on the side facing out. Now they have this nice trim on here, which technically we don't need, but we think it looks real nice. You needed it for this type of material, but you don't need it for a solid. But we're going to put it on there because it looks nice. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to measure this and allow for a 1/2-inch hem. And we're going to cut it out, and we'll get that together for you. And we're going to go measure those, cut them out, and then we'll show you how we assemble. Piece is cut now. Okay, we're going to bring you down and let you see what we've got here. You can see what we got right here. So you're wondering why I'm stacking these kind of weird. So when water comes down, we kind of want this to be like a roof. So the first one we're going to put on is what we call the bottom one. Remember, we marked them here with a B, so we know that's the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip these out of the way here. We're going to flip this top one out of the way. This is our first one, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold this over. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put some basting tape on it. So the way the basting tape works, get a piece of it peeled here. We're going to trim the end, so we're just going to start the basting tape about where the fabric is here. And And we'll put this on here. That's how the basic tape goes on. Take some rounded edge device, push it down like this. You gotta watch because if you rub that on there, you can see how that kind of made a minor mark on there. That probably wipes off over time. Probably not a good idea to have too much of that go on. Now what we're going to do is peel the basic tape, fold this thing over, peel that. Then what we're going to do is fold this over like this, about a ½ inch. So we're just going to by eye it about a ½ inch. And if you want to check, you can take your ruler and come in here like this and see, oh yeah, 1.5 inches. So we're good, right? So we're definitely good right there. Put that, push that down a little. Down like this. And come up here and see if we're, yep, still good. Out of here. Takes a really nice crease too, this type of canvas, so we like working with it. This is a Sunbrella canvas. We'll put some links in the description below where you can get it. So there you go. Now we're going to bring this up here. This is going to go on here like this. We're going to bring it right to the edge here. And bring it right to the edge here. And we're going to cut this off right at the edge. You can cut it with your hot knife or you can cut it with a scissors. Doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is we're going to hold this like this. And we are going to use some clips. We've got these sewing clips. Again, we'll give you a link to these. These are really nice. We love them. So we're just going to put them in like this. Okay, now we're going to take you over the sewing machine. So we've already set up our sewing machine, and our sewing machine has a guided foot. We'll bring you in close and show you that in a minute so that we can make a straight line. You can see we've got this across there, and this is our bottom. This is our first one. Then we're going to do our sides, and then we're going to do our top. Let's get this started, and I'll show you how it looks. We put that under there. Put that under there like that, and the nice thing here is this guide here will keep the stitch the exact amount from the edge. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put this in reverse. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to stitch across the other side. Got to get ourselves a little thread snipper. Now we'll come around to this side. There you go. You can see how nice and straight that stitch is. It is a really nice straight stitch. Works out really well. Now we'll take our clips off. Now we're going to go do the long sides. So we're not going to show you that, but we'll go around. We'll bring you back when we do the edge binding on these. So stay tuned. Well, here, we promised you a close-up look. So this piece here is spring-loaded. So you can kind of see this piece here when the foot comes up. See how I raise that up? And when I raise it up a lot, but when it's running, see how that just moves right there? And that way you can butt your material against this surface or this surface, and it holds the exact same gap you want all the time. That is a 4mm gap. And a 4mm gap looks exactly like this, all the way very straight. Looks like 4mm. Now, once you get them sewed all the way around, now you have to come here and cut this radius into all your pieces with your hot knife. just like that. So we'll go around, do all the corners, and bring you back. Hey, welcome back to my Two Good Hands. We set up our edge binding attachment here. We got a roll, we got it on our spindle, we got clamped to the table. We like to pull a little bit out here so we have slack. And then we did do some test stitching to make sure our machine is set right. And I don't know how well you can see that, but you can see we're set pretty good looking at the edge bind part. All right, so we're going to start at this corner. We marked it because this is the corner that's kind of hidden, so that's where we're going to seam our edge binding. So we'll put our foot on the pedal here and go very slowly to go around the corner. Not sure I'm getting it right. A little worried here. Maybe we're okay. We'll see in a second. You can always undo it. All right, looks like it's going pretty well. We get this turned, we'll bring you in close. Nice to come up and feel where you're at. Push in a little bit more, but not much. So you can see here how we came around the corner there. We just keep pushing it in and do the best we can as we come around. We're going to go do the rest. We will bring you back when we go to finish the seam on the other far end. We come all the way around. Remember, we didn't back up, so we're going to come around a little bit, and then we're going to lock the stitch on the end. Okay, so we've set our snap tool up again on the button snaps. We made a mark here. So the way this is going to work, this is the side that the snap, the receiver part of the snap has to be down here. So what we're going to do is bring this over this, just like this. So we're going to go through both of them, okay? And what we're going to do is make another mark. Make another mark on this one right here is where the mark is. We're going to make the mark on this side. So we marked both sides. Same with this one. Okay, so that's good. What we're going to do is bring this over itself like this. We know that the snap has to be on this side, the side that is up. So that's the receiving side. So put this like this. Whoops, that was not supposed to fall off of there. So you put that on there, put this way. And we're leaving a loop there. That loop is so you can get it on and off easy.
Come here, little dog. You look like you're hot, huffing and puffing. Come here, let's go sit inside.
Okay, so we've loaded this like this. We're going to put it on here. We know that this is the side that the receiver part goes on. So we have to bring this over here like this, over over this way. The receiver part goes on here like this. And right there, and you kind of look where your mark is. See if you're good. Boom. All right, we're gonna go install this and roll it up. So we put this up on the boat and held where the snaps were. It helps to have a helper, and then we marked the locations for the top 2 snaps. So we're gonna get those put on. Again, snap tool. Links to Amazon. If you shop Amazon, it does help support the channel. We greatly appreciate it. So now here you go. Again, you marked it on the outside, so make sure you put this on in the right direction. And then we're gonna put one on, the one we don't see. Then we're just gonna go make sure our hole for the other one's in the right spot. That's gonna work, so we're gonna do another one right there. Now we can put it back on. So now what we do is we pull this down where we think it looks good. So the wrinkles out. Same thing over here. Pull this one. Get the wrinkles out. Do this one first because it's closer to the edge. Go right there. Put this on. Okay, that's on. There we go. Okay, now we can pull this one down, pull this tight. Make a mark. So you got your mark. Get another snap out. Get this on. Then we're going to mark for our straps. If you don't want to be able to roll them up, hey, you're done. That's good just the way it is. So, next we're going to do the straps. We'll show you that in another video. Segment coming right up. So here's the finished look with the curtains down. Nobody's seeing in now. This is what it looks like rolled up. That's what it looks like down. Privacy at night, air during the day. Don't forget, like and subscribe to My Two Good Hands. This is how we remade our window covers. Like and subscribe, post notifications on Amazon, links to shop, help support the channel. We appreciate it. Catch you in the next Cutwater video.